and he's also lived in the UK. He has a bachelor's degree in psychology and a master's in social work. Jim did social work for the Army and then for the Air Force for about 20 years combined. After retiring from the military in 1995, Jim and his wife Diane and their 2 sons moved to Stonegate. Jim continued his social work career for another 19 years, working for the county government and in contractor and consulting arrangements. Much of his social work was focused on supporting abused persons and on preventing child abuse. Jim picked up the legislation and zoning responsibility from Bruce Duncan in about 2007 and continued until 2016. During his tenure as the L&Z chair, Jim put a lot of emphasis on building a good relationship with the county council and with the director of planning. His objective was to ensure that Stonegate received good county support for our public works needs. Around 2010, Jim arranged a tour of Stonegate for some council members and for the planning chair, and that's the picture that is going around here. It's really a fun picture. It's from 2010, and you'll see some other familiar faces. You see Jim there, you see John, and you see Kelly, and I think you were goofing on that day, right? Yeah. So the result of this tour is they went around the neighborhood and showed the different concerns that we had, and the result of the tour was that a lot of our issues got resolved in a speedy fashion. That was very, very good. Routine L&Z activities include routing development proposals to the community and polling the community for concerns, answering questions, and occasionally getting grass mowed at a few of the empty houses. Some community improvements that Jim lobbied and accomplished for Stonegate include getting a sidewalk on the Stonegate Drive going up to New Hampshire Avenue, major rework of our tennis courts in the Stonegate Park, getting a grocery store in the Plaza del Mercado, that's quite fun, that one, and getting the sidewalks along Stonegate Drive repaired. Goes around and comes around, right? We need to cycle through on that again. One of the proposals that Jim successfully blocked during his tenure was a connection between Johnson Road with the north end of Nolly Road. While this connection seems beneficial to parents with students at Blake, it would significantly increase the traffic flow into our neighborhood, particularly for the neighbors that live right on Notley Road. So it's nice to keep that separate. The county knows a good contact when they get one. Jim resigned from the L&Z chair post about 9 months ago, and despite multiple notifications, he seems to be on their perpetual distribution list. Jim, I think you're going to just have to take it as a compliment or as a friendly wave every time they send you something. Jim is mostly retired now, but he is hardly idle. He's still working part-time as a consultant in a private social work practice. He has recently assisted several political campaigns and has joined a veterans group. He loves to play with his grandchildren, likes bowling and tennis, traveling, and attending sporting events and concerts. So at this point, I'm going to ask Jim to come on up, and I'm going to turn the mic over to Alvin again for presentation of the certificate.
Okay. Jim, you worked long and hard, and you really deserve this. You deserve a gold medal, but we can't afford that.
Gold around the edges.
Yeah, it's gold around the edges. It says the Stonegate Citizens Association, on the occasion of the celebration of the 47th anniversary of the association, has awarded the Certificate of Appreciation to James Rosenfield for his dedicated and valued service to the association as chair of the Legislative and Zoning Committee, where for 10 years he served as our ambassador to the Montgomery County government. Given this 28th day of April, 2017, Jan DiGilio, President, Stonegate Citizens Association. So again, congratulations. For the scan, right? And we're going to turn this over to you.
Touch his bones.
My main thing is to just thank the people that made my job a little bit easier. 2 of them were up here. 3 of them are up here actually, though you were not president during my tenure, but it felt like you were. And then Sharon is not here, and then the next honoree, Dave, appreciate that. And I'm glad you're here, because I couldn't have done it without all the hard work that Bruce set up. So it's very nice that you're here. I think, how long was Bruce the chairman? Do you have any idea?
Many years.
Yeah, many years. And he made it possible.
I still get mail too.
And they say that no one is irreplaceable, but so far I seem to be irreplaceable, and there's no planning L&Z chairs. It's a very important position, so if you'd consider it, I'd be glad to help train you, but it's really important. It's not as hard as it sounds to be, and it's what gets our community noticed, and the liaison is important, because you get on the basis where you can call a county councilman, and Bruce was expert at that. And they respond. They know where you are. They know we have 1,500 voters, and they respond. It's a very important position. You get to go to there's an association of all the citizens associations. So you get to go to that, and there's a lot of interesting speakers, lots of things to do. It sounds like you put in a lot of work, but it's not too bad. So if you think about doing it, please give Janet a shout out, or if you have a neighbor you want to recruit. But we do need it. It's an important position. And thank you, Jan.
Thank you, Jim. And I will say on the L&Z thing, it is possible to parse